Well, hello to all of you smarties. Thanks for tuning in, and I am so thrilled that you are here with me today for a few minutes. I am Sara Christensen, president and founder of Kick-Ass Masterminds, and today I am going to be sharing with you all sorts of tips and tricks and ideas about creating your own tribe of business best friends, so your business besties, if you will, and why that's important for your business and actually how to do that. So thanks for joining, and if you are on live or if you are watching the replay, please feel free to let me know that you're here. Say hi, give me a little bit of, high fives, virtual high fives. And if you have any questions, pop them in the comment box and I will do my best to track along with those and answer those as we go, whether you are watching live or you are watching the replay. Hey, Kathleen, thanks for joining live. So again, my name is Sara Christensen. Just a quick, brief background about me. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 plus years. I've owned 5 different businesses. But my largest business that I sold a few years ago was doing about $10 million in revenue, and I had 75 full-time employees when I sold that. So I know a thing or two when it comes to businesses. And currently, I am absolutely, positively obsessed with mastermind groups. And I have started a business called Kick-Ass Masterminds, and we're all about matching and managing mastermind groups for rebellious and freedom-seeking entrepreneurs. So I have a lot of information for you today kind of about that and about connecting and creating your own tribe of business best friends and your BFFs and why that is beneficial to your business. So again, hi, Julie. Hi, Heather. Thanks for joining live, you guys. And Sam, hi. Yes. I'm so excited to be here. Sam just said Dottie Power. I'm so excited that Jessica invited me to be here as part of the Dottie Takeover. And the Dottie membership has been an amazing thing for me personally because I've connected and have been able to grow my network of my business best friends by all the amazing, incredible women that are in there. So thank you, Jessica, for having that space and for creating the space where we can bring together a bunch of really high vibe, awesome, ambitious people to help each other move to the next stage in our business. So happy to be here with you guys. Let's get right into this. So we are going to talk about why it makes sense to have a tribe of business besties, who those people could potentially be, and how to actually do that. So those 3 things over the course of this next little bit of time together. And again, if you have questions, please drop them in the comments. I will do my best to track along while we're on live, or if you're watching the replay, drop them in there and I will answer those as we go. So let's start with the why. So why would you want to have a tribe of people who have your back, who are rooting for you in business? Why would you want to have a group of business besties? And if any of these things sound familiar to you, give me some hearts, give me some love, put your hands up, put your favorite emoji in there if any of this sounds familiar. So as an entrepreneur, and I've experienced this for 20 plus years, we have these emotions and these challenges that we go through. A big one of them is feeling lonely and feeling like you are doing this alone. You're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're feeling like you're stewing kind of in your own juices by yourself, trying to figure things out. So that's a big challenge that most entrepreneurs tend to have. We also tend to have blind spots that we don't know. And that's just natural, right? Like we don't know what we don't know. We also have a hard time holding ourselves accountable. I don't know if you experience this, but I do all the time. I can think of a million things to do other than the things on my to-do list. Like, make lunch or do the laundry or, go out and get the mail. We tend to not be very good at holding ourselves accountable. We also tend to have challenges with actually executing and getting stuff done. Again, we can distract ourselves all day long with things that maybe aren't necessarily productive in our business. But when you have a group of people who support you, who are around you, who are cheering for you, who are holding you accountable, you can break through some of these entrepreneurial challenges. Like, for example, the loneliness and maybe the lack of enthusiasm or energy around your business. When you have a group of people who are supporting you and who are rooting for you, you tend to not have those same kind of emotions. You can reach out to them and say, hey, can you look at this sales page? Or I'm just not feeling my business today. Or I'm disappointed in this. Or I'm frustrated at this. Or I want to celebrate this. Being able to reach out to a group of people that are very close-knit and who know you and who know your business is so important. Same kind of thing with blind spots. Imagine having a group of people, and it could be a small group, it could be a large group, but imagine having a group of people who know your business really well and could say things to you like, have you thought about this? Or gosh, I appreciate that you're doing that. And I think it's a great idea, but have you read this or been connected with this person? So someone to point out, again, we don't know what we don't know, right? But if you bring the collective knowledge of a group of people together, and a group of people that you feel very comfortable with and who have your best interest in heart, if they can point out those things to you, like how amazing is that? So incredible. Okay, let's talk about accountability for a little bit. As I said, it's almost impossible to hold ourselves accountable, but have you ever been in a situation where you promised somebody something and you were like, hot damn, I need to get that done because I told them that I was going to do that? I experience this all the time in the mastermind that I'm part of, and I see it with the people in our masterminds, that if you declare publicly to a group of people that you respect and that you know are going to honor that declaration, you are damn going to get that done, because the worst thing is to show up and be like, yeah, I didn't finish that. I didn't do that. You absolutely don't want to do that. So the accountability with having a group of people around you who are supporting you up, are holding you up and supporting you is so important. Same kind of thing with like getting stuff done. Like when you are in a group of people who are really energetic and who are pushing forward with their businesses, you are inspired and you want to rise up to that next level and stay in line with the people that are around you. I don't know about you guys, but give me some hearts if you've ever felt this way, where you see somebody who's just like crushing it. They're doing a great job. Their business is doing really well. They're taking it to the next level. And you're like, damn, I want some of that. Like, I want to be part of that. I want to take it to the next level. It's incredibly inspiring. And to see someone else who's doing it also gives you confidence that you can do that too. And then one final reason why it's important to have a group of people around you who are supporting you and holding you up, whether it's in a mastermind group or you do it kind of DIY, is that business is just a lot more fun when you have other people around you to help you and to support you. It can feel like a big grind to, do all the hard work and the hustle that's associated with being a business owner. There is so much of that, but it makes it so much more fun and makes it so much more palatable when you have people who are around you who are like, yeah, I totally understand what it feels like to have a launch and have it fail. Or, man, I know how hard that was to launch that product and you did amazing. You knocked it out of the park. It's so much more fun with those people around you. So a quick recap of why you want to invest in having a group of people around you who are your business besties is it helps to combat loneliness and low energy. They can point out blind spots. They can hold you accountable to get stuff done. And it's just a lot more fun. So as a side note, I just want to mention a quote that I absolutely love by Jim Rohn. Are there any other Jim Rohn fans out there? I think he's amazing. But his quote that I love, and it's like near and dear to my heart because it's so true, is you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this applies both personally and professionally. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Deborah. But think about in your business life, who are those 5 people that you spend the most time with? It could be people inside of Facebook groups. It could be people in memberships that you're part of. It could be people at a co-working space that you connect with. It could be people in your mastermind group. But who are those 5 people that you spend the most time with? And how do you feel about being the average of those 5 people? Do you feel awesome? Do you feel like, yeah, I love those people. They're super high vibe. They're doing things that I want to do. Or maybe do you need to make a shift in the people that you are spending your most time with? It doesn't mean that they're bad people. You can still love on them. But those people that are closest around you, and I'll talk a little bit more about this in just a second, but the people that are in your inner circle, that are the closest people around you, are the people that you are most like. So if you want to shift who you are as a person and shift what you're doing in your business, I challenge you to go out there and to create relationships, and I'm going to tell you how to do that, with the people who are doing the things that you want to do. And I think Jessica is such a great inspiration for everyone in here and everyone inside of the Dottie's group, in that she's crushing her business in a way that is high integrity for her, and it's a business that fits her life. And for me, that feels very aspirational. It feels very good. I want some some of that for myself. So I surround myself with that kind of energy. And Jess is just one example. There are a lot of other people out there who are high vibe and who are inspirational and aspirational. And depending upon what you're trying to accomplish in your business, you can decide who that group is and how they can support you in that. But again, Jim Rohn says, and I love this, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And this is kind of a little nugget takeaway from this training, is to, after we're done here, write down those 5 people and see how you feel about that. Maybe you need to shift some people in or out of that inner circle. But I want you to take a note right now on a Post-it note. I'm like a Post-it note fiend. I have them all over, but write it on a Post-it note or your notepad. Who are the 5 people that you spend your most time with, and do you need to make some shifts in that? Now, I will totally do a shameless plug for the Dotties here for Jess's membership group. Inside of that group are some of the most incredible and generous and accomplished business women that I've ever had the pleasure of connecting with. So if you're looking to expand, the Dotties might be a good place for you to drop into. And again, look for those people that you want to be like and that are inspirational and aspirational to you. Okay, end of my plug for Jess and the Dotties, although I probably will bring it up again because I love her and I love that group. All right, so let's move on to the who. So who should or who do you want to have inside of your inner circle and as part of your business posse? Now, I like to think of this in terms of a target or a bullseye. So on the outside of the bullseye is sort of the outer ring, and then we have a closer inner ring, and then you have the center of the bullseye. And each of those has a great function and serves a function, but people can't occupy more than one of those spaces. And people can move in and out of those different spaces. Just like I've challenged you to take a look at who are the 5 people you spend the most time with. Those people might be in your inner circle right now, but maybe 1 or 2 of them needs to step out a ring, or maybe even out a couple of rings, depending upon where you're at. But the outer ring are sort of your acquaintances, right? They're the people that you meet in free Facebook groups. They're the people that you have some interaction with on social media. Maybe you're commenting on their stuff, they're commenting on yours, but they're people that you have an introductory relationship, if you will. These aren't the people you would tell your deepest, darkest secrets about your business. These aren't the people that you would like cry to if you had a failed launch. These aren't the people you'd tell how much money you made last year, but they're your acquaintances. Again, they're sort of your outer circle people. The next circle in are your friends. So they're people who you are more comfortable with and you have a deeper relationship with than your acquaintances. They might be people that you're in a membership with. They might be people you're in a group coaching situation with, but they know some more about your business. You know more about their business. Maybe you have a Facebook Messenger chat going on. Maybe once in a while you guys have Zoomed, or you have a closer relationship. And then that inner circle is really like your ride or die homies. Those are the people that you are very, very, very close with. You feel comfortable to be vulnerable. You feel comfortable to be honest with them. And those are people that you have reached out to, or they've reached out to you, and you've established more of a relationship. Maybe you have each other on Voxer, or maybe you text each other, or you have regular Zoom dates. Maybe they're in a mastermind. And masterminds are really that like inner circle. Again, those ride or die homies, those people who are in your posse, who know a lot about your business, who know a lot about you, and have that deeper relationship with you. Another way to think about this is sort of to think about it like in terms of dating, right? So that outer circle, the acquaintances, is maybe somebody you've gone on a first date with, the friend circle, or maybe people you have dated, have gone on multiple dates with, but that inner circle is someone that you would want to spend your life with, maybe somebody that you'd want to marry. It's just a different level and different kind of relationship. And I'm challenging you to have that inner circle, the people that are closest to you, be a conscious choice, and to be people that are inspiring, that are aspirational, that can help you with your business, that feel good to be around, that are encouraging to you. They're those people that want you to who almost want you to succeed more than you want to succeed, and they will show up in a big way and support you. So again, there are different levels of business besties and business relationships. That outer level of acquaintances, which is all well and good. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a different kind of place than your inner circle of friends. And then that very, very, very close-knit group of people. So we've talked about why it makes sense to have business besties, who those people are in the different stages. Now let's talk about how to actually establish those business besties. Now, the first thing that you have to realize in this kind of a situation is you can't show up to create a relationship or have a deep relationship with people if all you're looking to do is to take from that relationship. You have to show up in a way where you want to give and you want to support and you need to give value and engage. I was just talking to Scott, my man, about this morning and talking about how much the deep closeness of a relationship inside of a mastermind group is sort of like the relationship that you have with your friends in real life and also your partner. Like, for example, last night I was working out late. I came home and I had a new table and a rug delivered, and Scott had put everything together for me. Like, he got rid of all the trash, he put the table together, laid the rug down, and it was like the most amazing thing to come home to. And I said to him, I bet you didn't really want to do that, but you wanted to show up in a way that would make me happy and that would be in service to me. And he's like, that's exactly right. And like this morning, I did the dishes. I didn't want to do the dishes, but I knew that it would be in service to our relationship and he would feel good about that. So it's the same kind of give and take when it comes to business relationships. You have to show up, you have to take initiative, you have to give, you have to put the damn table together and lay the rug out for the people inside of your close-knit group of your close-knit circle of people. So if you go into it with that kind of a thought and if that kind of an intention where you're giving and everybody else is coming to the table with that kind of a thought or intention where they are giving, then what happens is there's this beautiful exchange of resources, of energy, of support, of all of those kinds of things that you can give to each other. And you find yourself not only giving, but receiving so much help, so much support, so many resources, because again, everybody comes to the table with that sort of giving and that value mentality, and then everybody wins. So how do you actually do this? So again, you have to show up and give, but here's some very specific things that you can do to start cultivating your own group of business besties. One thing you can do is to support them. Support them on social media. If they have something going on, share those messages, comment on their posts, like their posts, do whatever you can to share and to support what they have going on social. And I will tell you that there are a lot of different ways to create relationships with people on social media, but we have to remind ourselves that even though it's electronic, it's still social, right? Like if you're showing up as a jerk and just wanting to take or just wanting to, if it's not honest and authentic in the way that you're showing up, people are going to feel that, just like they feel that vibe in person. Hey, Jessica, absolutely support what they're doing on social, for sure. But if you do show up in that authentic kind of a way and you're supporting them and you're loving on them and you're telling people how amazing they are and what they've done for you, that absolutely positively gets noticed. I have created so many relationships with people where it started out as just commenting back and forth on someone's Instagram post. Like the other day, I commented on someone's Instagram post. They do photography of lakes, and they reply back something about they are based in Wisconsin. And I was like, dude, I'm from Minnesota. I spent lots of summers in Wisconsin. So immediately we have a relationship and a connection going on right there. So engage, support them on social. The next kind of level is connecting with people is invite them to have a conversation. We don't have to limit our conversations to text inside of Facebook groups or, social media. We can actually connect with people on video. And I love to have video chats with people. In fact, I have my coffee mug here from this morning where I had a video chat with someone. And connecting and inviting them. And it doesn't have to be anything like overly formal. This is what my messages usually say. And I usually send them over social media. So it might be Facebook Messenger, it might be Instagram Messenger. And I will say, hey, you're really cool. I like you. Let's get to know each other better. Let's have a video coffee or video wine or whatever it might be. Doesn't have to be anything over the top, but think about it. If someone reached out to you and said, dude, I think you're really cool. Let's connect up. Let's get to know each other better. You would probably take them up on that, right? So get outside of your comfort zone. Definitely reach out to people and say, hey, let's connect up. Or even say, like, let's be friends, right? Who wouldn't be flattered by that. So you have to go outside of what might be comfortable and familiar to you to create that next level of relationship. Again, think of it like your relationships in real life or even dating relationships. Some of that's awkward and inconvenient and it feels weird, but it gets you over the hump to that good stuff where you can establish that relationship, because these like ride or die homey kind of relationships can't be established in a heartbeat. They take time, they take investment. You have to put like the drops in the bucket, if you will, of building that relationship. So invite people to Zoom dates. The next thing that you could do is join memberships where your people are. So join memberships that have members that are your kind of people, that are the people that are inspirational and aspirational to you. I said I wasn't going to promote the Dotties again, but I'm going to do it. So if you want to be around other, female entrepreneurs who are doing things that you want to do, join that group, join the Dotties, join other memberships, other kinds of groups. And they don't have to just be online and on Facebook either. There's a lot of amazing stuff that happens in real life. Like, wow, can you believe it? I know it's true. But maybe you join a co-working space, or maybe you go to some local meetups where there are people, where are your kind of people that you want to be around. But join in those. Get outside of your comfort zone. I adore you too, Jessica, and I will pimp Dotties all day long. The next one is to join a mastermind. This is obviously my passion and what I'm obsessed with these days. But having a mastermind group of people who are committed to each other for a period of time. Inside of Kick-Ass Masterminds, we have everyone commit to each other for a year, because it does take time for that relationship to establish. In the beginning, you'll have a very different relationship than month 7 or 8. And it just gets juicier as time goes on, because you get to know each other's businesses better. You have more rapport established, so you can be completely honest and transparent and vulnerable with each other. And a lot of times in those like messy spaces where it's not our pretty like marketing sheen, that's where the good stuff is. And so if you join a mastermind, you're able to be, and if the mastermind is organized correctly, you're able to be around other people who are inspiring to you, who are doing things that might be a step ahead of you, who are doing things that are interesting and make you think about your business in a different kind of way. And if they can bring different perspective and resources and support to the table, there is nothing more magical than that. In fact, I was trying to explain a mastermind to someone the other day, and I said, it's sort of like chemistry. And I sort of feel like a chemist in my business, because you have to find the people with the right chemistry to connect together. And the whole definition of a mastermind really means that there are multiple brains, if you will. So multiple brains where they're connecting together to create this bigger mastermind. So it's sort of the concept of 1 + 1 isn't 2, but 1 + 1 truly is 3. And just imagine if you get a group of people together. Like in our masterminds, we try to do 8 to 10 people in a group. That's sort of the optimal number. But if you have those people together and all those people's brains are connecting in and working on a challenge that you have, or bringing other ideas to the table, or pointing out your blind spots, there really is something magical, and there really is some like alchemy to that. But you have to get the right people together to connect in, and then also to establish what the long-term relationship is going to be like, and to facilitate that so that you can get the best result out of that. But masterminds, whether they're with us or in other formats, are truly magical, because you do have that commitment to your group of people. Okay, another thing that you can do, and I hinted to this earlier, is meet people in real life. There is something so amazing about connecting with people in real life. And I know that you've had this experience where you see someone and you connect with them, and in a heartbeat, you know that they are your kind of person. Or the other side is like in a heartbeat, you know, like, yeah, I'm not going to jive with that person. And that's all well and good too. But get yourself outside of your screen. Get outside into the real world where there are people who have business going on, who are inspiring, who have stuff going on that you could learn from. Again, you could join a co-working space. You can go to meetups. I'm surprised at how many like business association kind of things are cropping up. I just moved to Austin, Texas from San Diego, and there's at least 3 women's business groups here in Austin that do things in person and get together in real life and have events in real life. So get outside of your screens and see what's happening. Oop, hold on. I had a something pop up there, but see what's happening in real life with people. So you are able to create these relationships that I've talked about. Remember the Jim Rohn, you're the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. You're able to create, and I like the word curate. So you can curate who those people are around you to help you enjoy your business more, to have more fun in your business, to feel less lonely, to hold you accountable, to point out your blind spots. All of those things we talked about in the very beginning about the whys, but you're able to curate that group of people. Just a quick recap of what those things were. Support them on social, show up in a big way, give value, invite them to Zoom dates, connect with them inside of memberships or inside of Facebook groups, join a mastermind, get out there in real life, but take charge and be very purposeful about creating that space around you. Kirsten said, I love my mastermind. Yeah. Ariana, I need more local meetups for sure. Need to get out of the house. Oh, I feel you, Ariana. There's nothing like actually like putting on makeup and taking a shower and going and meeting people in real life, when I think so many of us, me included, spend so much of our time in our yoga pants or in our bathrobes doing our business. But in order to get new thinking going on and to make new connections, sometimes we have to take a shower, ladies. I hate to break the bad news to you, but sometimes we do need to get out from behind our screens and to get that new juice and that new like juju going on, if you will. A shower, what's that, Ariana? I know, right? Oh my gosh. I always tease my man, and I'm like, it's a good thing that I actually work out and get super sweaty, because if it weren't for that, I probably would lose track of, I probably wouldn't take showers as often as I should. Oh my God, Heather, shower, what is that, right? Oh my God. There's got to be like a product or something out there like for entrepreneurial hygiene, right? Oh my God, like dry shampoo for female entrepreneurs or something. I think there's a market out there. If somebody takes that idea, let me know. It's a good one. Okay, so let's recap talking about business besties and creating your tribe of business besties. So why would you want to do that? Oh no, Heather, dry shampoo is totally acceptable. I just think we should market it and package it for female entrepreneurs, like the, I don't know, Femme Fatale, Femme Entrepreneur dry shampoo or something. Anyways. Okay, let's recap and talk about why you want to create your business besties. When you have a group of people around you who are supporting you and holding you up and cheering for you and rooting for you, it helps with loneliness. They can point out your blind spots. They help you with accountability and getting stuff done, and it's just more fun. And remember that there are several different levels of business friends. There's your acquaintances, so people who are in free Facebook groups, people you have some limited social interaction with on social media. Then there are your friends, so people you're in memberships with that you connect with on a regular basis online. You recognize each other, you know each other. Maybe you're in a group coaching program together. And then there are those people that are your closest knit, the people who are the closest to you, your business besties. They're people that you've reached out to on your own, that maybe you're connecting on Voxer, or you are messaging each other on Facebook on a regular basis. Maybe you're in a mastermind together, and you can create this. So this is really your group to curate, if you will. You need to take initiative on that, show up, give value, support other people on social, invite them to Zoom dates, join memberships where there are people that you want to be part of, like the Dotties. Join a mastermind group like Kick-Ass Masterminds. Meet with them in real life. So thanks, you guys, for joining here. If you have any questions, whether you're live or watching, about anything regarding masterminds, about anything regarding connecting up with business besties, I am here for you. Feel free to drop your questions here. And if you are interested more in masterminds, I would be happy to share anything and everything about the masterminds that I run through Kick-Ass Masterminds. And if you want to join our wait list for the next group that we are starting with or starting to match in October, please go to kickassmasterminds.com and you can get on the wait list. So thanks, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Thank you, Jessica. I love you. You are amazing. And I'm so appreciative for you and this amazing, beautiful platform that you've created, not only here in the free group, but also in the Dottie. So thank you. Love you. Bye, guys. Thank you.